$1990 was a common year starting on a Monday. Did you know that, Eric?
No, I didn't.
The Gregorian calendar. The 1990th year of the Common Era. Yeah, that's 1990.
Yeah, that's good. I like it. I like what you're doing here.
So the reason 1990 was an important year is because it was an important year in the internet's early history. In the fall of 1990, Tim Berners-Lee created the first web server and the foundation for the World Wide Web. Kids, do you know what the World Wide Web is?
No, what's that?
Test operations began around December 20th, and it was released outside CERN the following year. If you want to know what that is, Google it. Because we now have the World Wide Web.
I think I'm just going to ask Jeeves.
Oh, was that a thing yet? I don't think so.
No, but I'm making it.
In September of 1990, we saw the first case of successful somatic gene therapy on a patient. How interesting. And due to the early 90s recession that began that year, and uncertainty due to the collapse of socialist governments in Eastern Europe, birth rates in many countries stopped rising or fell steeply in 1990. In most Western countries, the echo boom peaked in 1990. Fertility rates declined thereafter.
Awesome.
Yes. So let's talk about some more interesting things that happened in the year 1990. And let's thank Rob here for this awesome collage of 1990.
All right, let's all wave goodbye to the collage now.
No, hold on. We got J.K. Henry Rollins. We have...
Began writing Harry Potter.
Encyclopedia Britain. Macrosort. Doors, version 3. The Lady Blows Out.
Oh, God.
The Human Germany Project.
I liked that one.
And Howie Mandela.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's go ahead and...
Man, love these cameras.
Where'd the cameras go?
I don't know, man.
That's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, hey, Kevin. Do you like the
He said, what the hell did I just turn on?
Cameras weren't invented in 1990.
So Rob still hadn't invented his camera or learned how to use things yet.
Oh, man, I love this collage, this background. Did you make that?
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's
he's
the
on
wrong
the wrong
one.
side.
That's cool. Oh, there he is.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, fucked up.
Here's Eric. A lovely duty.
Hey, guys. Welcome to episode 30. There's Travis.
There we go.
30th episode of the Weekly Dosage.
Weekly Dosage.
You all just had a little history lesson of the year 1990. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into some of these things and pick your brain on what you think about them.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Microsoft, it released Windows 3.0. Did anyone have a computer back then? Do you remember using that?
Literally, don't remember anything from 1990.
Nothing.
Not that I can pin down.
Did you have a computer that had 3.0 on it then? Like at one time, or were you, when you finally got yours, it was past that?
Yeah.
You just don't recall?
No.
No significant memories.
You have a picture of what Windows 3.0 looks like.
Right? Like the
It
loading
looks
screen.
almost exactly like Windows 3.1.
Right, 3.1 was shortly released after that. That year in June, it was also significant for who we know as, hey, floating graphic down my face. That was fun.
Hey, I don't think that's visible.
Joanne Rowling, or JK.
What was her middle name?
I don't know. What is
Joanne?
What's her middle name?
Kyle.
We're going to go with Kyle.
Kyle Rowling.
She got the idea for Harry Potter this year. Crazy. In 1990. 1990.
Somebody had to start.
While on a train from Manchester to London.
Did
So she began writing what they knew as Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It would be then completed in 95 and then published in 97 and then eventually made into films.
Like the first book was published in 97?
Yes. And the first film was 2000.
No, the first book was published in 95.
Completed in 95. Published in 97.
Oh, you're right. I stand corrected. My apologies.
Where's your camera? We don't have yours yet.
Nope.
June 7th of 1990, Nickelodeon Studios and Universal Studios Orlando opened.
Like the actual TV studio?
Yeah, where you saw a lot of...
Seems like it was a lot earlier than that.
Just about everything loaded off of CD-ROMs. Had a Head Start computer.
Oh, yeah. What's a Head Start computer?
I don't know. Can you explain what that computer was? So, Nickelodeon Studios, yes. So, what you know as Double Dare, for an example.
Yeah.
Which is actually relevant because it's making a comeback, I hear.
You know who Mark Summers is not going to be on it?
He's not? He's not returning?
Nope.
Do you have a new host, or?
Well, not picked out, but Mark Summers will not be part of Double Dare.
Why?
Because he's probably like, hey, I'm Mark Summers at Double Dare. And then he just doesn't want to be.
Is it because he enjoys his summers?
Probably.
Oh, you guys.
We're done with that one. October 30th.
That was it for
Yeah, that was episode 30. October 30th had the first transatlantic fiber optic cable fail, causing a slowdown in internet traffic.
Pause. Fail.
Between the United States and Europe.
That's why it was in the colors.
Fun fact, and we've come a long way since the fun iPhone we have now. In November of '90, it was the earliest known portable digital camera, and it was sold in the U.S. And November 13th, the first known web page was written. Let's talk about population in the world. In 1990, the world population was 5.2 billion, as opposed to now 7.8 billion. So y'all keep having babies.
Stop having babies.
Stop having babies. I was already here, so I'm okay. Y'all needed to stop, though, in 90. Why were you having babies in 90? Well, maybe some of these topics we're going to talk about tonight influence you to have a baby.
Maybe. Baby.
I didn't have my first baby until 98.
You had your first... Why are you still not on camera?
Yeah.
Because I'm not as important.
You need to be on camera, though.
I don't want to be on camera. You're killing me.
Then why did you make this sweet overlay?
There's just a black spot on the screen now.
Yeah, why did I make this sweet overlay?
Is he a boy of summer? Andrea said. Oh, there he is. Look at that guy.
What's up, y'all?
He's tickling you. So we're going to touch on a few different topics throughout the course of the 90s.
While we're doing that, we want to know what you liked about the 90s. Maybe you can put something in chat that we miss, or
sure
we might get to. But just feel free to hit us with stuff.
Please.
Like throw it and hit us.
Yeah.
So the first topic will be gaming. So the 1990s were a decade that marked innovation in gaming. As we all know it, we've seen from 8 to 16-bit to 32 to 64 and so on. It went from the transition of sprite-based graphics, what we all know with Mario, Super Mario, and so on, to full-fledged 3D graphics in the mid to late 90s. Gave rise to several genres of video games, including but not limited to first-person shooters, RTSs, known as real-time strategy, survival horror, MMO, and handheld gaming became more popular throughout the decade, obviously with the rise of the Game Boy.
When did the Game Gear come out?
That's a great question. I'm sure I have it covered at some point.
Okay, Google. When did the Game Gear come out?
October 6th, 1990.
Mm.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia.
Ha.
Relevant.
October 6th, 1990. Where's that on your outline, boy?
Actually, I probably have it in here, to be honest with you.
Boy.
We're in February, though, right now, because February 12th of 1990 marked
You did June a minute ago.
We're jumping.
Oh.
We're jumping around.
Yeah. Time traveling. So in February 12th, to be exact, Nintendo on the NES released Super Mario Bros. 3 in North America. It sold 17.28 million copies, making it one of the best-selling standalone video games of all time.
Really? There?
That's why I wasn't on camera, because I knew it was about to transition into this stuff. And the only spot left in the overlay for the images...
Look at him trying to peek around the thing. Oh, no one's going to take this serious at all.
I tried to tell you not to put me on camera.
It's not you. Well, it might be.
It might be.
So, let's talk about Mario 3 for a second. I know for most people, this might possibly be their favorite Mario game. At least it was until Mario 64 or other Mario games.
Mine has always been Super Mario World.
Yeah, I can see that. World is really good.
So I have a story.
Why did I get an achievement? Are you on my profile? You dum-dum.
Whoops.
Oh, snaps.
So Andrea has decided not to join us in the conversation. She's playing Assassin's Creed under my profile and got me an achievement. So, sorry.
So I have a story about Super Mario 3. So, me and Desi. What's up, Desi, if you're watching? What's up, Lil Desi?
Congrats, bro.
Yeah, congratulations.
We were at my friend Brandon's house, A2 Brandon or Brandon Warden, and Desi and Brandon were playing Super Mario 3 on the Nintendo, the normal Nintendo. I guess at that time it was like 2004, so you had to. They were on World 8, close to the end of the game, and I had to pee naturally. So
Go figure.
I got up, walked by, and tripped on the power cord, and yanked it right out of the system.
Oh, I would have been so angry.
They
with
were
you.
pretty pissed at
Yeah,
me.
I would have been angry.
I didn't mean it. Not like I was like. "Ding."
Were they pissed?
They were angry.
Wow.
Marty Jr.
So yeah, I like this game a lot. I think revolutionized what we knew as Mario at that time, with the overworld map, a lot of the new power-ups. It tested the limitations of what was then the NES, the 8-bit console, and it looked amazing for the time.
Yeah.
So, and it was right before the Super Nintendo was coming out, and
Which we'll get to in another episode.
we will if you stick around for those. Which you should probably subscribe so you get notified.
Yeah. We're only 8 away.
8 away.
8 away.
That's
from
crazy.
100. That is actually pretty crazy.
So I feel that Super Mario 3 is definitely worthy of being one of the best-selling games of all time during that time. I think it's a high-ranking game. If I had to make a list, it'd be on my list of best games.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's jump to March 8th in 1990. This is significant because the Nintendo World Championships, which is a video game competition series, was organized by Nintendo of America. The first competition launched this year in 1990, touring 29 cities across the United States. It was based upon its namesake custom game cartridge for the Nintendo Entertainment System, considered to be the most valuable NES cartridge ever released and one of the rarest.
What is the cartridge? Like, what was on it? Was it a game?
It was a bunch of games. It was a collection of games.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
multiple.
And if you ever seen, there was a film that they did called The Wizard. Fred Savage was in it.
Yeah.
That's basically what the film was about, the competition.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it started in 1990. Talk about some games releasing that year. In April, Konami, and we played this on an episode, Rob and I actually did, Snake's Revenge, the sequel to Metal Gear. We played a little bit of that. We didn't do well. But if you go back a few episodes in our weekly dosage, we actually played a couple of these Metal Gear games by accident because we were trying to actually play Metal Gear Solid on the PS1, but found out we couldn't and didn't want to disappoint anyone. And we ended up disappointing ourselves because we sucked at those games. It was developed without the involvement of Hideo Kojima. In April, they released Smash TV in arcades, which is a twin-stick shooter about an ultra-violent game show. Have you ever heard of Smash TV?
I've heard of it. Never played it, though.
If you get a chance to find it, it's definitely worth a playthrough. It's difficult, but it's fun.
Can't you play it on the...
On the Pi?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get a chance, play it. It's little arena levels, boxes, and enemies come in from different doors, and you are overhead camera, and you're shooting them, and you just survive the waves.
Oh, so it's kind of like... what's that game that released with Xbox 360? Geometry Wars. How?
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
But
Similar control style.
yeah, very similar control style.
Or one of the Call of Duty games had that too.
Did they?
Oh yeah, it was Black Ops 2. I think it
I
had.
think so.
Yeah, it was like a little arcade.
Top-down twin shooter.
Yeah, okay.
Twin-stick shooter.
Speaking of Black Ops, we actually got an exclusive video that was released on our channel today.
Yeah.
Treyarch came to us personally because we have been doing so well with the weekly dosage. They wanted us to premiere their campaign trailer for Black Ops 4. So after this episode, when you get a chance, check that out. That's available now.
Yep. It's got all the content from the campaign in it.
Everything.
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty good.
definitely black.
Yeah.
July 12th, this little game was released. Final Fantasy. Ever heard of it?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I was born.
Final Fantasy. I think it was the final one they did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it'd have to be the Final Fantasy.
The Final Fantasy. Oh, you actually have the case. That is impressive. That is going to go missing after this episode. That's going to disappear. So we have legit copies. That's a surprise. I
That
didn't know you
is-
were bringing that.
I got a phone.
Look what I got.
Seriously, like I'm showing it to the camera, but you guys look at how thick the
paper.
manual is.
Let me see. I don't know where I'm at. I just figured put it up on the bigger camera here.
Yeah.
They're talking about the Power Glove in chat. Yes, so the Power Glove was featured in the film
And then
The
move the
Wizard.
graphic.
I always wanted a Power Glove.
Left
I'm
a
jealous
there
of
you
people who have them.
Oh,
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
There you go.
So
it says $59.99 on it too.
Yeah, it does.
So
So
they've
definitely
always
worth
been this price. People can stop bitching.
well, that's not true. Nintendo 64 games sold upwards to $80 when they were out.
Which ones?
Like Mario games, any of the Mario.
Really?
Yeah, like
Multiple did, yeah.
Wow.
yeah, Toys R Us ads back in the day, $79.99 for an N64 game.
Y'all, the maps are in here too.
Not a penny more. For
Did you buy
dirty
that
ass
brand
one.
new? Like you were the original owner of that?
No, you want to know the best part of how I own this thing?
Blooper.
I was living at some townhouses and taking the trash out one night, and in the dumpster was just
Someone threw that away.
this big, bulging garbage bag. And I'm like, huh, that looks like a Sega Genesis sticking out of that. What's in this bag, I wonder? And so I pulled that bag out of the dumpster. And not only was there a Genesis with all the cables and 2 controllers, there was a handful of games. And then in another bag next to that was another handful of games in their original boxes, like the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first RoboCop game, Final Fantasy 1 in its box.
What year was
That's
this?
crazy.
This was when I was in the townhouse, so 2008, 2009.
I was attempting to see what it would look like if I was looking at you. So I was looking up this way.
So I'm seeing your comments. Thank you for the compliment on the hat. And I did see the Marty Jr. comment. I take that as a compliment. I love the Back to the Future films. Not so relevant to this year, but it's kind of like thing that kids would have because of the 80s.
David says, did I miss what ATGC meant? You did. It was kind of in the intro. It's all the good culture, meaning we're going through the 90s, so it's all the good. The 90s was the good culture. Oh, yeah. I don't want to explain that.
So ATGC is the basically the I guess what enzymes or the
4 components.
the the components of DNA. So look that up. Do a little bit of science. Jumping back into things, obviously Final Fantasy. We talked about that quite a bit here. It spawned just a couple sequels and had some mild success.
Just a couple sequels.
So still relevant to this day, that franchise. And will we ever see a Final Fantasy? Probably not. Moving on, we have July 27th of this year.
Hey, day after my birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get this game the day after your birthday then?
Totally.
Dr. Mario?
No.
Ah. Anyone out there remember playing this game?
I loved this game.
Fantastic.
I dumped a lot of hours into this.
This game made me sick.
The 90s was a decade mostly before you were born.
David was born in 98. Nerd.
98, jeez.
I said that at the top of the episode.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
had my first baby in 98.
It's just sinking in, like how long ago this was.
Yeah.
Let's not make this episode depressing.
So
No,
there's a
let's
lot
make
of
it
stuff
awesome.
on this overlay that I'm super excited about. I don't know if a lot of it is in that 90.
It is. Not 90 itself, but this is the 90s, the overlay.
Right. I just
So-
want to get to all of it.
At some point, we will cover all of this stuff because the 90s were fantastic. Some may think this is relevant. Some may think it's not to them personally. Obviously, it's relevant for history of gaming. Origin released the first Wing Commander game. If you're a PC gamer, you probably had this.
I didn't have a PC. That's Dr. Mario, Chief.
Yeah, I know.
That's your
That's
face.
Rob. Wing Commander.
I'm getting there.
That's Star Wars, Chief.
Well, Rob, let me ask you. You seem like the personality type that played Wing Commander. I don't mean that as an insult, but you're more of a PC guy than I am.
Never a single one of them.
Really?
Nope,
Okay.
not one.
That shocks me. Anyone in chat in your thoughts of Wing Commander? It's not one that I personally played, but I know there's anyone out there that knows PC gaming. If I didn't name this, they would have commented and yelled at me.
Where did that chat go? There it is.
So I don't know. X-Men's floating over my face right now.
That shouldn't be live though.
Well, it is live.
Audience, can you see the X-Men? I
No.
mean,
No.
I mean, who can, right? They're
I'm on
not
Wing
real.
Commander.
You're on Wing Commander. We also had September 28th, Capcom, that little company, released Mega Man 3 on the NES.
Jeez.
In Japan, November 1st in the US, introducing the characters Rush and Proto Man. And this was the first game to include the slide. So his known slide techniques. That wasn't in the first two games. And what art did you include? Okay. So the US
God, that
art.
Mega Man looks so buff.
Yeah. October 15th, we had LucasArts release The Secret of Monkey Island. You just hit your elbow.
Yeah, that's not funny.
It's the funny one. So Secret of Monkey Island, you have art for that or no?
yeah.
You
sorry.
do.
I was laughing.
I know some people play this. This is one that has been released quite a few times. I think this is on the Xbox One now as a digital.
I believe it. Yeah.
I could be
I've
wrong
never
on
played
that.
it.
It's a point and click.
That's okay. It was PC, right?
Yeah.
That's probably why I didn't play it. I didn't have a PC until
PC
Forever.
was pretty big around this time as far as gaming. The home console was still kind of hitting its stride. November 21st, Nintendo in Japan released the launch titles Super Mario World and F-Zero for the Super Famicom. So as we know,
Which
the
one
following year.
Which one are you going to start with? Or are you even going to talk about them?
We could talk about Super Mario World.
Okay, because I have F-Zero too.
Sure, we can talk about both.
Okay.
Tell me your thoughts, Harry. You
Love
said
this
Super Mario
game.
World is your favorite. Why?
Yeah.
What's so
Why-
good about this one?
Why not?
Jesus.
What's wrong about it? I think is the question you need to ask yourself.
Okay, first thing, Mario's abusive and he punches Yoshi.
That's true, he does.
punches Yoshi in every other game with Yoshi in it.
That doesn't
And Yoshi
make it
was
okay.
asking for it.
That just makes it systematic.
Did you
abuse.
just condone abuse to Yoshi?
You don't know what he is? He could have ate
Man,
his
Peanut
other
is
friends.
gonna shut us down.
Yoshi could have ate his other friends. You don't know this. We don't know backstory about Yoshi, right? Am I right?
Now, he's actually kind of got you there. They went so far as to give Birdo a bizarre backstory in the owner's manual for Mario 2, but I don't think
Wow.
we've ever gotten an actual backstory for Yoshi in any of the games. Like, not even in the comics, the
He
cartoons.
could not. He probably can't feel pain.
Yoshi's
Yoshi
Island.
lives on an island, and Mario and Luigi drop in one day. And boom,
Yeah, Super
he
Mario
happens
World 2,
forever.
Yoshi's Island. That gave us the
You
backstory.
don't punch your friends.
They gave us some story.
You just said no story.
I said no backstory.
Yeah.
You just said.
Like, where did Yoshis come from? What are they? Are they
She just
indigenous?
said!
Are they invasive? They lived on an island. Doesn't mean they started there.
Well, make sure you watch Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom because Yoshi's in it.
See?
Spoiler. Welcome to Spoiler Cast. So,
Simpsons
also,
did it.
if you're a fan of Super Mario World, we've played that on the Classics Lounge. Check that out. I did actually beat that one. I didn't 100% it, but I finished the story. So,
For which one?
Super Mario World.
Yeah, no, Super Mario World. I like the feather, the cape.
Mm-hmm.
It made it moving around a lot easier. It just felt more fluid.
Yep, that's my
than-
favorite power up.
Yeah. Well, all of it. Everything felt more
Oh.
fluid.
Yoshi for the win.
Yoshi
in,
loves it.
He was in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah.
What movie? They made a movie for that?
They tried to erase
Oh,
that.
I remember because then a couple of years, like 6 years ago or so, they remade it with April O'Neil.
Super Mario?
Yeah, it was the movie. It was I think it was called TMNT.
Oh,
and it had the
'cause-
Koopas
okay.
from that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like the design of the turtles.
Dude, they look like Koopas from Mario.
All right, so the other launch in Japan was F-Zero. If you like racing games.
Mr. Follow Master. How's it going, man?
This one was highly acclaimed for racing. You used some new graphics. The FX chip, does that say it on the box art? Or does it
I
not?
don't think it does.
That one doesn't. I know a lot of
Race of the 26th
a lot of it
century.
bragged about the chips that they were putting in their cartridges back then to make them have enhanced graphical things.
Just like the expansion pack. 64.
Exactly. So this game introduced us to Captain Falcon.
Falcon
So-
Punch!
So yeah, that's important for that. You may remember this thing, and you may have used it. In the U.S., it was released by Gloob. It was something known as the Game Genie. Did anyone have one of these?
I used, what was the other one?
Game Shark?
No.
It was the third
Action.
one? Oh, Action Replay?
Action. No. Okay.
That was
Maybe it was
later.
Game Shark.
Way later.
Maybe it was Game Shark that I used.
Yeah, Game Shark was the other one, Game Genie.
I actually think I did use the Game Genie. I actually just used like those big thick books of cheat codes that they give you. Yeah. Or not give you, but you can buy.
I remember
going
trying to find ways to program that thing to break the game. Like,
I remember
that
I
was
used
my
to go to
ultimate focus.
stores just to find, like, go into like Meyer to get the magazines for cheat codes. It was like Cheat CC magazine or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to go to Cheat CC. I remember that.
Cheatcc.com, and then GameFAQs was around the birth of the internet too.
Yeah.
GameFAQs has been around for.
I used to print books and books of all the codes
Yeah.
and walkthroughs. And then the last release of that's noted, anyways. October 6th, you already mentioned it. The Sega Game Gear in Japan actually launched in North America in '91 and Europe and Australia in '92. But it did come out in '90. That's okay. We mentioned the Game Gear already. We did a search with the phone
like
there.
the old Google machine.
So right now we're gonna switch it over to a new topic. We're gonna talk comics.
This is all you guys.
So
There's not a lot, honestly.
there's not a lot that's super significant for this year. A lot of my comics are between 89 and 94. That's like the height of my comic book collection. And a lot of the stuff that's
Mine is from
referenced
2012 to now.
a lot of the stuff that I'm going to reference here, I don't actually have issues of, which looking at now with what's popular, I'm bummed that I didn't have these issues. I may have pieces of them, but I don't have like a series or anything. You can get reprints of this stuff, but I wish I had originals because of how much they're probably worth. So the most important one here we're going to start with is the Days of Future Present storyline, which is the sequel to the Days of Future Past, and it appears in the annuals of Fantastic Four, New Mutants, X-Factor, and X-Men. So obviously these storylines are being used in the new films.
Yeah.
Even though the films have been hit or miss, these have been really good stories that they've been taking content from. And if you get a chance to find these, definitely read through them.
I mean, you can find them online probably somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of sites that you can pay for.
I mean,
digital
on
stuff,
the World Wide Web.
which came out in this year.
Yeah.
Spider-Man #1, the start of the Torment storyline. It marked Todd McFarlane's first major outing in a series as a
writer-artist.
You may know him from things. The issue became
Seth MacFarlane?
Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
Spawn. Anyone know Spawn?
Little ditty.
Yeah, little thing that was called Spawn
A little ditty that spawned.
that could.
That's going to be gigantic.
The issue would become the best-selling comic book so far, and it would be a first major step to the rise of the superstar creators and the formation of Image Comics, which spawned Spawn. So, among other great series. I was a big fan of Spawn. I don't know if either of you guys were.
I'd never read Spawn.
I was a big fan of Spawn, the TV show.
Okay. Well, on our Instagram, you can see a little action figure that I took a picture of.
Today?
Of Spawn. Not today,
Oh.
unfortunately, a while back. There was also the first issue of Guardians of the Galaxy V1 released in June of 1990. Which, again, something that's relevant right now with what's pop culture. A lot of people probably before those films didn't even know that Guardians of the Galaxy was a thing. And they really impressed with the film, obviously. And the character designs look very different. He's taking photos.
Midstream selfie.
It was also the first appearances of both Cable and Gambit that year, which Gambit is one of my personal favorites in the X-Men series. And Cable, obviously, he's going to be featured, correct me if I'm wrong, he's going to be featured in Deadpool 2?
You are
Yes.
correct.
I am correct. Okay, thank you.
I was about to post to myself.
Whew, that was a close one.
Yeah, they don't both fit.
So yeah. I do have notes on that, actually. Cable's relevant for the upcoming release of Deadpool 2 and the fact that Josh Brolin is both Cable and Thanos. So interesting, huh?
A twofer.
Twofer. The Thanos Quest is a limited series that also came out that year. It's a 2-issue comic book limited series published in September and October of 90 by Marvel Comics. The storyline is a continuation of events involved resurrecting the Starling character Thanos, which was featured in the title Silver Surfer, and the storyline leads directly into 3 consecutive limited series: the Infinity Gauntlet, the Infinity War,
What's that?
and the Infinity Crusade. So, if you really want to know what's going to happen this weekend, these are the issues you might want to read a little bit about.
Kevin says, fun fact, that Guardian crew is the Stallone-led crew in the after credits scene for Guardians 2.
It's true, yeah.
Well, except for Yondu.
Yeah.
Yondu?
Fondue?
Fondue?
Mary Poppins. Show.
Fondue zoo bag?
Yeah. The Guardians movies. The Guardians movie is my favorite Marvel movie, which tomorrow we're having a special episode, a bonus episode of the Weekly Dosage. We're going to talk about Marvel stuff. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that, because I will touch on more things.
Like my butt.
True, on camera. It's happening. So that's the little ditty about comics.
A diddle-liddy.
So leave some comments below or in chat right now if you have any fond memories of that year in comic book collection.
David says Gambit is the best. Kate says
Gambit
she hearts
is the best.
Spawn.
Spawn is fantastic.
Kevin says Spawn HBO series for the win.
Nice.
You guys just ignoring the chat.
Well,
That's your job.
yeah.
My job is to ignore the chat.
Yeah. So,
Speaking of Thanos.
speaking of movies,
Speaking of Thanos.
I'm glad you wore that tonight because I'm wearing it tomorrow.
I figured you would. I'm going to wear it tomorrow too, so we can be twinsies.
Yay!
I don't have a comic book.
I'll take it off and I'll put it
T-shirt.
on you. Then I'll
Just in the middle of the movie.
I'll just be naked sitting
I don't have a comic book T-shirt.
because I usually Donald Duck it.
Maybe you don't have any? I find that incredibly hard to believe.
Not that I remember.
I'm going to go in your closet.
Wouldn't that be a reverse Donald Duck?
Just don't come out.
So, since we're talking movies, let's flip over to what was happening in the cinemas in 1990.
Alright, well, talk a long time. Because iconographics movies.
That's fine. We're going to talk about the top 10 movies based on gross value.
Ooh.
Tell me in chat if you've seen it, loved it, or hated it. You too, Eric and Rob.
Tell me.
Number 10, $201 million. Kindergarten Cop.
Saint it. Louved it.
Louved it.
I've only seen it once.
Isn't that the one where the little kid stands up and goes, boys have penises, girls have vaginas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The fact that that stuck with me, that'd be it. Yeah, Kindergarten Cop.
Graphics.
He's just So there's your graphic.
There you go.
So nice work.
Thanks.
Number 9, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What's that?
TMNT.
I've never heard of that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yep.
Some
Oh,
people consider
Jesus.
this the best in the series. We've come a long way.
That's not even...
That's the
where's
first
that one
movie.
From?
That's the first movie.
No.
Yeah.
The blue's wrong.
You're wrong.
It does happen occasionally.
9, loved it. Loved it. We got loved it. Oh yeah, it's not a tumor.
I'm creepy.
Alex says saw the 2097. It's 2097.
Yeah, man. Good job. Proud of you.
I'm confused. Alex, elaborate. Said
Yeah, fill us in. What?
27.
We
Turtles
got
for
it.
the win. That was the best. All right. Obviously, I love Ninja Turtles, so I'm gonna go with love that movie.
Yeah. For now.
Oh, loved it, yeah. Are we doing Love It, Hate It?
Yeah,
We're
let's
doing-
do Love It, Hate It.
Love It, Hate It? Okay.
Number 8, Presumed Innocent.
I legitimately have never.
Ghost
heard of that.
Dad.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
I
with
don't
you.
know that movie. Andrea, Presumed Innocent? Anybody?
Nope.
Okay.
Hold on.
I was 5. I wasn't allowed to watch those movies.
Oh, it's a Harrison Ford vehicle.
Oh, was it?
Vehicle.
Oh, see, yeah, didn't see that one. Nope. 2007 version? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. The 9 was a typo. We're with you now.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I was very confused.
We're always with you.
Okay, we have never heard of it. Meteor Man. Never. Yeah, 8. I never seen it, so I can't say. But apparently it was the 8th highest grossing that year, which
I mean, it's Harrison Ford. So.
sure, yeah. I mean, yeah, he was very popular.
What do we got for 7?
7, Die Hard 2. Liked it.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Really?
Yeah. I think I just saw Die Hard and then Die Hard with Vengeance.
Okay.
Die Hard with a Vengeance is my favorite one.
I really like the first one, though.
No, don't get me wrong. The first one is amazing for a lot of reasons. Alan Rickman
Focus, you
notwithstanding,
dick.
but-
Learn to focus.
David Harrison Ford played a character named Han Solo.
Hand solo? Like hand flute solo?
Like a hand. Ooh, that's dirty. Yeesh. Oh, is that the movie they're making soon? The Han Solo?
No.
That doesn't have Harrison Ford in it, so I don't think you're
That's-
correct there. I think you're wrong.
That's solenoid.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either.
So the reason I wore the hat, because number 6, this doesn't fit with number 3, but I wanted to wear the hat. Number 6 is Back to the Future Part 3. It's the one where they go to the Wild Wild West.
That was a good one.
It was fun. Had ZZ Top in it.
I loved. Was ZZ Top was in it?
Yeah, they were the band that played at the party.
Was it really?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
This was my brother's favorite of all of them.
oh no, number 2.
No, this is my brother's favorite because there was a train in it, and my brother absolutely loves trains.
I mean, yeah, it works. They turned the time machine into a train at the end there.
6 liked it.
Liked it, yeah. 2 is the best of the series.
Yeah.
Number 5, Total Recall.
Ooh.
Another Arnie.
So this is another good film. Loved it. Number 4.
Hold on.
Wait, he
Oh,
I'm pulling up pictures, my dude.
Nice.
got 2 that year?
he got 2 there.
Total Recall.
Recall. Thoughts?
Oh, I liked it.
Okay.
I don't
like,
think
I
I've
wouldn't
seen the
give it-
original, to be honest
I
with
wouldn't
you.
give it a 10.
you saw the remake?
Yeah.
I never saw the
you need-
remake. I kept meaning to.
It was alright.
It is okay. See the original.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like a desperate need. I never saw the reboot of RoboCop either.
Which is actually pretty good.
It's
The one of the reboots that I really liked is Dread.
Dread was really good.
Dread was
yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, Dread was really good.
Better than the original,
By far.
personally.
For me.
Long
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
Long ways.
It's okay to be wrong.
I know.
that's
you
why we
are.
put up with you.
Yikes. Number 4, Dances with Wolves.
Also good.
Yeah, that is a pretty good one.
I also feel like I should be seeing these movies.
You haven't seen
Costner.
that?
That movie is a fantastic movie.
I didn't
Yeah.
say it wasn't. I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Wances with Dolves. Nces with Olves.
I don't
Way
own
to
that
go.
one. I own most of these movies. I don't own that one.
Lundgren's with Dolph,
So.
but not Ziegler.
He's so close right now.
He just
He's super serial.
Hi, Travis.
Hi.
Hi, Travis.
who's never seen which never seen.
Make out with me.
David's saying he hasn't seen some stuff.
For what number tell me what you haven't seen. Great movie and book. Raven Knight says. Pretty sure I slept through that. Yikes.
Dances with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves. Okay. Number 3. This movie was about Eric. It's Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
No, this is actually a pretty good movie. It is.
It's a pretty good movie.
Andrea, thoughts? Good movie.
It's a fantastic.
Yeah. See, Pretty Woman. Pretty
with
woman.
Julia Stiles.
That's not who it is.
It's close enough.
It's AJ Styles.
JJ Jazz. Come on,
Why
focus,
won't that
you
focus?
dick. I don't know.
Richard Gere.
Get your rear.
Get your rear.
Get your rear.
Get your rear. Number 2. What we need to do with Eric. Leave him home alone.
Ooh,
The first one?
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
one.
that's the winner.
That is the winner chicken dinner. That is my favorite of the year.
This is number
for sure.
2?
Number 2. Home Alone. This is a movie I will watch every year for Christmas. And it does not get old.
Hey, Dick, focus, you wiener bag.
Hey, Dick, focus, you wiener bag. I just don't even. What is happening with this? Scene?
This is where everyone tunes it out.
Oh, don't
So we got
forget
people
I'm
that-
streaming Battletoads, you guys.
We're not streaming
Yay.
Battletoads. This is not Battletoads.
I updated.
We got some loved it. Of
Loved
course,
it.
Home Alone is amazing. Number 1.
2.
What do you guys think? Without looking it up, no cheating. What do you think was the number 1 movie?
Kevin
in the 90s?
says 2. Ugh, it's the reason people have said Kevin to me my whole life. Loved it though.
I'm gonna say that now every time I see
Number
you.
1.
Kevin.
Number 1 in 1990.
Yeah, without looking it up.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just looking
I
up
don't know.
what you tell me.
I'll give you a hint. It features a classic pottery making scene.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
Ghost.
Yes, yeah. I was talking with Andrew about that. I'm like, that's like the only scene other than like the mirror thing and the outside the bedroom. Like, I barely remember that movie.
you got to remember the penny.
It's a fantastic.
Oh, wait, moving? Yeah. It's the soundtrack that made that movie, though.
That's true. Well, okay, there's one other scene that absolutely makes that movie memorable, and it's when the freaking demon ghosts like kidnap the dick at the end of the movie into oblivion.
Yeah, they just like suck him into the floor.
Yeah, as
See, I
a
don't
kid, that
remember.
horrified the shit out of me.
See, I don't remember a lot of it. Someone guessed Aladdin came out that year.
Oh, that was a good guess.
I think it's close to that year. It wasn't that year.
Oh, Sarah, you said Matt to
Matt
Ghost?
to Ghost.
Oh, that was Demi Moore at her finest.
We have another person that says, I don't know
That
if I've
is
seen Ghosts.
not
That
quite
horrified
true.
That's
me.
David. What
Say it.
horrified you, Kevin? Was it the Ghost picture or was it Home Alone? oh no, Ghost, scary ass
Scary
David.
Stevens.
Whoopie Goldberg was the best in Ghost.
Yeah.
She was in that movie?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
remember that
she was-
movie. I
was
don't.
the medium.
I don't
Yeah.
remember the movie. Like I said, I remember the pottery thing, and I don't remember. It's been a long time. It's been a long. You know, I'm sad for you.
You know what we should do? We should
She's
take
married to you.
we should take Ghost. We should take the movie Ghost, right?
And remake it shot for shot with me and you.
Yes.
I refuse.
No, we should take the
You
old movie.
to
We should
be
take the old
involved in
movie,
that.
right? And then when there's a scene with both of them in there, we run in like we're ghost hunters. And then take out who was the ghost? Was it Patrick Stewart?
Patrick Swayze.
Swayze.
Stewart.
I know. I'm kidding.
Damn it, Eric.
Damn you, Swayze!
I literally hate all of you.
All the good culture.
I don't know where it is because it is not in this conversation.
I don't
right
remember that
now.
movie except like clay and panties.
Yeah,
Clay
see, like I
panties.
said, the pottery stuff. That's all anyone remembers. That and the song.
Ghost Chasers.
Yeah.
Ghost Chasers.
So some notable things that also happened that year: actor Tom Cruise and actress Mimi Rogers divorced.
Which no one knows they
Who?
were married to begin
Yeah,
with.
no.
Who's
I don't-
Mima
Maybe, I
Rogers?
don't know. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles released a massive box office success at that time. It was the highest grossing independent film in history.
What's that say? 'Cause
What
it's
is
backwards.
backwards?
Oh, it is
What is
backwards.
that? What is that?
Let me see. Let me
So-
see.
Yeah, you do it up to that camera. See if it focuses now. I was just trying to steal your thunder. Nobody cares about Tom Cruise.
Oh, it's a film.
Okay. Tom Holland said that while filming Spider-Man: Homecoming, Michael Keaton would whisper, "I'm Batman" during fight scenes.
That's amazing.
That
You,
just
you
makes
guys
me
can
like
thank
him so
Trevor
much.
for that. He sent that
That's
to me
amazing.
while I was checking my phone. Well, he sent that. He sent it as the point.
So Tom Cruise got divorced. He also got married to Nicole Kidman that year.
Really, he got divorced and then married?
Yeah, in the same year. Good job, Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
Cruising
this
right
isn't
along.
Really
today.
get at
This
it.
isn't really pop culture related, but I thought you guys would think that's neat. You
I
can't
think
see it
we
at
met
all for that.
Nicole Kidman on
Our
Facebook.
notification on Apple Watches when we go live.
I don't
It actually-
like that. Oh, there it
There we
goes.
go.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, that's my wife's Apple Watch, y'all.
So CGI technique is expanded with motion capture for CGI characters used in Total Recall. The first digitally manipulated matte painting is used in Die Hard 2.
My
The
balls
use
are
of
hanging out of my pants.
oh my god. The use
Once
of
again,
real-time
I don't
computer
know where the
graphics.
culture is, but it is not here.
Oh lord. The use of real-time computer graphics or digital puppetry is used to create a
Oh, the
motion
camera
picture.
Did something. This camera did something.
What?
Would
You unplugged?
unplug it?
Look
You
at that
unplugged
freeze
me.
frame. Look at the freeze frame.
Oh, hang on.
Ah,
Don't-
that's what you
don't-
get for playing with your balls.
Don't take a picture.
You're looking like you watched The Ring.
Oh.
Future movie stars Chris Rock and Adam Sandler joined SNL that year.
Christopher
That shit
Stone.
all.
So the best film that year went
Michael
to
Keaton is the best.
the best film that year went to Dances with Wolves. Best director was Kevin Costner. Best actor was Jeremy Irons.
Irons?
Irons.
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 Irons?
Irons.
Sirens
Best
James
actress
Ironside.
was Kathy Bates.
Wow.
for
what?
Misery.
For
Misery.
Misery? Nice.
Best supporting actor was Bruce Davison. Best supporting
I've
actor
actually
was,
never seen Misery.
Best supporting actress was Whoopi Goldberg. Ghosts. Best screenplay was Dancing with Wolves. Original score was The Sheltering Sky. Dancing with Wolves. Okay.
Oh,
Best original song was Blaze of Glory with Young Guns 2. You know that song.
Oh, that was a great movie and a great song.
So some notable films that weren't high grossing that I wanted to bring up and see if anyone found interesting or relevant to what you guys were doing at that time. January 19 saw the release of the film Tremors.
ooh, I love Tremors.
Okay. So some people out there may or may not have seen it. It starred Kevin Bacon as one of the main actors in it. Reba McEntire.
Macintosh.
Yeah, it's Reba McEntire.
Come on, focus, you douche.
It's the first installment of the franchise. There's 6 of them now. Yeah, 6. The most recent will
Love
be
Tremors.
released actually next month, called Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell.
Kate says Whoppy has no eyebrows. Can't
Whop.
under it.
Don't make fun of people's typos.
There's
No.
autocorrect on your phones. Most recently on a computer.
Jeez.
That's
They
okay.
chatted and we make fun.
No, but that's okay. It makes for a fun joke.
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
March 9th, we saw the release of House Party.
Ooh,
Anyone see that?
I have seen House
Kid in
Party.
Play? Yeah, anybody?
Yeah. No, can play the fucking hair.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's pull that up.
You need to get
Pull
a
that up.
graphic
Hold
of
on.
that. It's a
Did you know
cult classic.
they're looking to make a new one? Like they're trying to greenlight a new one.
Like with the same people or no?
Uh,
What you need
with-
to do
with them as the parents.
show the box or show that, and then there are pictures of them what they look like now. I want to see if you can find Kid and Play now.
I gotta get close for it to focus. And then...
There it goes.
Okay, so Kid and Play 2018.
Yeah. So did you know that the lead roles for this were originally written for DJ Jazzy Jeff
Yep, I didn't know that.
and the Fresh Prince?
I sure did not.
Mr. William Smith.
Oh God! Oh God! No!
No.
Oh no! They don't look good.
So you're gonna show?
I am. I have to find a good picture.
He said, "Oh God, this is 1990. Okay, be nice."
This isn't 1990.
No, I know, but I'm saying like that was them in '90, and this is them now.
Oh, I gotta focus.
Oh, what?
Focus.
Come on, camera. Wow. Yeah, he needs to grow that afro.
I
back
used to be
out.
good in the 90s.
Why is he sound
Oh,
like
I
that?
feel like a dick because he kind of looks like Chunk.
Oh,
Sloth, I meant,
love
not
Sloth,
chunk.
yeah.
Wrong one. Wrong one.
So,
Kid love play.
July 18th saw the release of Arachnophobia.
Ugh, no thank you.
That's what spiders sound like
Yeah.
when they climb in your ear hole while you
Let's
sleep.
see. Kevin said, I feel like I'm going to slip into a food coma. That's cool.
Because of all this awesome.
Tremors scared the hell out of you? Why?
Who said that?
Kate.
Okay. I thought it was comical. Was the first one even scary? Was it scary?
I don't remember.
Tremors?
Yeah.
I saw it so
Yeah,
long
there were
ago.
Snakes in that one.
Yeah. So, Arachnophobia, that's scary for a lot of people.
Yeah, a little bit.
John Goodman was in it, Jeff
Might be
Daniels.
for me.
John Goodman's a treasure. He's a delight.
He is.
Yes.
The old Roseanne series was on TV the other day, and I had to just say out loud one more time for the record that John Goodman was the best part of that show.
Yeah. Under the 3 in Gravity on Behind the URL goal. What are we looking at? Right down there? Zoom?
Under the 3 in Gravity Well?
Hey, what is that?
I don't
Is
know.
that the tremor? What is that? What are they finding that we're not seeing? I made this thing. I should know.
I don't know. What
is it?
Sarah actually enjoyed Arachnophobia as a child. I thought it was fun.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. Okay, see to
The
the
McDonald's
right
toys?
of the orange pumpkin.
Yeah,
To the
koala.
left of DuckTales.
Koala Yummies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
What about him? Did she just send a picture? Oh,
If
please
you still
fucking-
find them now, I'm going to find... Do they still make them? They still make them?
I don't know. I didn't
I
know we
need
had
them.
those.
I used to love those things. I searched for them forever. Andrew can attest for that. Quality Yummies. So good. Some notables this year to talk about. Nightbreed, Dick Tracy, The Hunt for Red October, Gremlins 2, Days of Thunder, Die Hard 2, obviously, Problem Child, Postcards
Problem
from...
Child?
Problem Child. You remember that one?
It's in my head. Hold on.
Postcards from the Edge, which is kind of topical right now because it's...
Oh, yeah. Fucking Problem Child.
Who are they trying to get to replace Carrie Fisher?
Wait, what?
Oh,
Meryl Streep.
Oh.
So Meryl Streep portrayed Carrie Fisher in the
there's
Postcards from the
Problem
Edge.
Child in him now. Then and now.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. Child's Play 2, The Rescuers Down Under, Predator 2, Edward Scissorhands, Look Who's Talking 2,
God, I love those movies.
and The Godfather Part 3. So there's some other notables that came out in 1990. So again, a lot of
They're
really
in the
good
international
things.
foods aisle at Meijer by the Pocky.
Yeah, I need to go to Meijer.
You can get quality yum-yums at
I
Target.
swear I have not seen them.
Travis, we bought koala yummies like
Not
when we
recently.
lived in the apartment.
Well, it's been a while. So as you can see, in the year 1990 so far has been fantastic for not only gaming, comics, and cinema. But 1990, as we were talking about, also birthed some people we may know today. April 9, 1990, Kristen Stewart. She was blessed upon us
Waifu.
for some amazing vampire films.
She made vampire movies?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just know her from Panic Room.
Okay. We also got Emma Watson
Ooh.
this year, April 15th.
Wow.
July 2nd, 1990, Margot Robbie.
Really? Okay.
And August 15th, Jennifer Lawrence.
Wow.
Wow, all three of them in the same year.
Yeah.
They do not seem
1990
No.
produced some goddesses.
the same
Yeah,
at
but they
all.
don't seem the same age.
At
like
all.
you said. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't. They seem very different in age.
Sarah says Rescuers Down Under is the best despite the inaccurate representation of the Golden Eagle.
I mean, yeah.
Every time that movie comes on, she's got something to say about that eagle thing. She is not happy about it.
So with great beginnings, 1990 also has some unfortunate endings. Sammy Davis Jr. and Jim Henson.
Oh,
That's the one that
Jimmy.
hurts my feelings.
Jimmy
Jim
Hen.
Henson.
Yeah.
Wonderful man.
We also, since we're talking about it, Hank Azaria made their debut in Pretty Woman. Javier Bardem in The Ages of Lulu. Harry Connick Jr. in Memphis Belle. Russell Crowe in Blood Oath. Vin Diesel in Awakenings. Matt LeBlanc, Anything to Survive. Reba McIntosh in Tremors. Julianne Moore. Tales
Reba
from the Dark
McIntyre
Side.
was in Tremors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Chris
She was,
O'Donnell
She was the wife of
Chris
the
O'Donnell.
dude with all the guns.
in Men
I'm
Don't
gonna be
Leave.
honest, I don't remember the
Guy
faces.
Pearce in Heaven Tonight. Christina Ricci in Mermaids. Rob Schneider in Martians Go Home.
I'm a stapler. In what?
Martians Go Home.
Oh.
Some of these are indie movies. Catherine Zeta-Jones.
She dips beneath lasers.
Le 1001 Nuit. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not French, so I'm
Big year for babes.
going to leave that one alone.
Kevin says Bert, but I don't get it.
So January 14th,
Burt Reynolds?
my birthday, 1990, on Fox, The Simpsons aired their first regular episode, Bart the Genius. January 21st, MTV Unplugged premiered on MTV with Squeeze.
Sorry.
NBC broadcast the National Hockey League All-Star Game from Pittsburgh. This was the first NHL game of any kind to be televised on American network television
In 90?
since Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals in 1980.
Wow.
So hockey was not
No.
popular
I
whatsoever.
remember growing up watching the Wings and the Avalanche just duke the shit out.
Oh,
That was like late 90s.
Yeah, it was. But
Kevin was clarifying who the dude in Tremors that Reba McIntyre
Oh,
was married to.
I
His name
gotcha.
was Bert, and he was the dad from Family Ties.
Mm.
Tammy
That's the thing
Fies.
that I always forgot.
Tammy
He's the
Fies?
only one that comes back
Tammy
for the
Fies.
repeat, isn't he?
That I don't know.
I think so.
I think he's the only one that comes back for the sequel.
So May 25th, CBS begins broadcasting its daytime lineup in stereo sound.
Oh,
The fact that we were getting stereo sound on daytime television as late as 1990 is crazy how far we've truly come. Like,
Yeah.
that was a breakthrough. Stereo sound during the day.
we don't get that now?
What? No.
No.
To be honest, I don't get any sound during the day.
Fox Kids, anyone remember that growing up?
Hell yeah.
September 8th, it debuted.
Really?
1990.
That's a while ago. But to be honest, in 90, I was 4.
Yeah.
I would have been 4.
Goddamn children.
Yeah. So I remember some stuff that was from the 90s, but not when it released in the 90s.
I think that's
Or
when
on-
Rob had his
it's on
first
90.
grandchild.
Yeah.
Yeah. About
He's
that.
like, I'm done. September 10th had the Disney, rather. Let's go with that one. The Disney Afternoon debuted as a syndicated children's block.
For years, I thought Disney was spelled like Gizney or something, like the way that it was
Because the
written.
D is all
Yeah.
calligraphic.
X-Men and Spider-Man cartoons were on Fox Kids. Hell yeah, they were.
Yes. And we'll get to that in coming episodes.
Why, when you made this, did you mean to put the turtles over Mighty Max? Like he's kicking Mighty Max in the face. Like right here.
Yeah, because he needs to get out of the way because the turtles are here to stay.
But it's
Whoa.
Mighty Max.
But Mighty Max was.
The mighty
You could have
one.
moved him over so he's not kicking him in the face. You could have put...
You show some damn respect.
All right, you make 1991 then.
Hell no.
Okay then.
This probably took you like 25 minutes. It's way too much time.
It took about an hour.
It's still too much time.
WLAG in Jackson, Michigan signs on the air, giving the Lansing Market its first full-time ABC affiliate.
Kevin said, fuck yes, Darkwing, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, and Aladdin.
Yeah, see, that was
Hell
a
yeah, Tailspin.
great
Yeah.
lineup. November, Chris Farley, Tim Meadows, Chris Rock, Adam Sandler, Rob Schneider, and Julia Sweeney joined the cast of SNL. So, April 14th, we saw the debut of In Living Color.
With Jim Carrey was on that too, right?
Oh, wow, yes. What was it? Fred the Fireman?
I don't remember the character.
Yeah.
No, Fire Marshal something. Fire Marshal Bill. 99% sure that's what it was.
Sounds right. May 5th, we saw the debut of Tailspin, since we were just talking about Tailspin.
Tailspin.
September 2, I had this on in my house a lot growing up. I don't know if you did, but September 2, 1998 debuted Bob Vila's Home Again. This was always on in my house for some reason.
No.
I know what
I
it
know
was.
what it was, but I never
never
watched it.
purposely watched it. But believe
I
me,
didn't go out of
know
my way to
about
watch it, but I also didn't have control of the TV
Yeah,
at 5
no,
years
my mom
old.
watched it a lot.
Fly Girls.
So we also
DuckTales.
had Bobby's World, The Adventures of
Ooh.
Super Mario Bros. 3, Tom and Jerry Kids.
Bobby's World.
September 10th, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air debuted. Tiny Toon Adventures, Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
Can I tell you that one of my favorite episodes of any cartoon was on Tiny Toon Adventures? It was the episode where Plucky Duck was baby Plucky
And he wants to go down.
and Elevator. Me and Amanda watched that 2 weeks ago. We found it's on Hulu.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like all the episodes?
All of it is on Hulu.
Nice.
So I were laying in bed and I was like, "We're watching this."
Kate, I
She
think
goes, "I'm okay with that."
everybody's dad loved Bob Vila.
That's what I mean. Like
Elevator go
everyone.
No, you pushed a button. I pushed a button.
Want to push it again?
I want to push it again. Hey, lady.
We also saw Beverly Hills 90210,
Want to push it again?
Swamp Thing, which is considered
I remember
part of
The
the.
live action
Fox
or the
Kids,
cartoon?
the cartoon.
I think this was live action.
There was a
Live
cart.
action would have made the most sense.
Yeah.
There was a cartoon
It
on
was a
Fox
cartoon,
Kids.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a cartoon. I think this was the live action.
Yeah, I think the cartoon came later.
And then we also saw, and this is relevant because of what came out last year, It, the television, the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
television movie. So it was
I still
on
never seen the
27 years
original.
ago.
November 18th and 20th. Yes, so that many years ago.
I've actually never seen the original.
The only reason
should
I'm
watch
spouting
it. It's
that
not
out
as good
is
as the
because it's
new one.
I
relevant
was
to the
not
story.
into horror movies.
And that's why I said
and
it's
stuff.
relevant
Yeah.
because
I was not into horror stuff when I was younger, so like
The only thing you're missing out on in the original is
is
Tim Curry.
Yeah.
The rest of it could be wiped from the annals of history.
oh yeah, because the
no
acting,
problem.
a lot of the
It's-
acting is atrocious.
It's terrible, and they screwed up a bunch of stuff in the story, and like literally, it's not just Tim Curry is the highlight. Tim Curry is the only reason
He's the
to watch
saving. Yeah, he's the saving.
could you just literally watch the Tim Curry parts on YouTube and be fine?
I'm sure
it. No,
you-
because there's no context for what.
Well, I've seen the
You're just-
movie.
You're gonna get an awful lot of Tim Curry going, and him going, and that's it for like 6 minutes.
But I've seen the new movie It, so I kind of know what the story is.
Well, you know half the story This one's both.
Yeah. The 1990 miniseries covered the whole thing, the kids and the adults.
I don't want to watch it then because I want to be surprised with the movie.
It's different.
Do you? Don't get me wrong.
I am gonna do me.
Hold off.
I always do me.
If you, gross.
Late at
if
night.
you watched if you watched the old one, you're not.
Kevin
No,
said,
Kevin,
"Now Rob, that spider looks
just-
super good."
Shut the fuck up, okay?
Wow.
First of all, I'm
Really?
arachnophobic, and I don't like clowns. So the end of the original miniseries fucked me up good.
In the butt.
It's true. I was there. I watched.
Gross.
So that's film and television. We're gonna switch over to probably Eric's favorite topic, which we'll spend the last part of our time in 1990 on. What?
2 seconds, just to clarify something. I looked it up. Swamp Thing was live action in '90.
Okay.
Cartoon, yeah.
That's what I thought. So that's good. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah. Have you seen the movie? Something movie? No.
Not in a long, long time.
Super
Like I
low-
would have seen it
super
in
low
the
budget.
'90s.
It's considered a Marvel.
Because Swamp Thing was a
Marvel
Marvel
brand.
property.
Yeah.
No, Swamp Thing's DC. Man Thing is Marvel.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I always do that. Don't feel bad. And I wouldn't have even corrected you now, except for I googled when the cartoon came out.
That makes sense.
And they were like, Swamp Thing is DC. But
DC.
it's actually Vertigo.
Which
Vertigo
got
Comics.
bought by DC or?
Yeah, it's a
It's a
DC
subsidiary.
umbrella.
Mhm.
Yeah. The animated series came out in '91.
So we'll switch over to Musax.
Musax.
Makes the
Ooh.
people come together.
The
Right now.
tunes. Talk
Tunes.
about
So some
tunes.
specific events before we talk into what was popular. We already talked about MTV's Unplugged, broadcasting for the first time with Squeeze. March 25th saw Motley Crue's Tommy Lee arrested, which is relevant because he's in the news again. Imagine that.
For
What did you just
that fight with this kid.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So he was arrested for allegedly exposing his buttocks. I love the wording here. During a performance in Augusta, Georgia.
Oh man! Meanwhile, early 2000,
Right.
Jacoby Shattuck stuffed a drumstick up his butt.
Yikes. A few weeks later, Motley
Papa
Crue's Tommy Lee suffers a mild concussion after falling off a scaffolding above his elevated drum kit during a performance.
Also makes sense.
So yeah, they're getting wild and crazy kids out there. August 24th,
Two wild and crazy guys.
a judge ruled that heavy metal band Judas Priest is not responsible for the actions of two Nevada youths that shot themselves, one fatally after listening to the band's music in December of 1985. So that was the rise of music was influencing a lot of bad things.
That was before they could blame it on violent video games.
Yeah, they gotta blame it on something.
Irish singer
Can't be the parents.
Sinead O'Connor, how do you say that?
Sinead.
Sinead, thank you. I
Sinead
always say it
O'Connor.
wrong. Sparks controversy when she refuses to play a concert at the Garden State's Art Center in New Jersey unless the venue refrains from its tradition of playing a recording of the American national anthem before the performance. O'Connor is
they-
heavily criticized and her music is dropped from a number of radio stations as a result.
Oh, she refused?
Yes.
She refused to play unless they did not play the recorded national anthem. Now, I want some context to that. Was
First
it
of
that
all-
she didn't want them to play the anthem, or was it that she didn't want them to play a recorded version of the anthem?
The anthem itself.
Is
That's
the
what
anthem.
it was?
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is,
I saw that in
again,
the note.
relevant because of the last year of things in the world.
sure. Now, I saw that in the outline, and I meant to look it up, and I never had time.
August 27th, we lost Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Ugh.
He was killed in a helicopter crash following a concert at the Alpine Valley Music Theater in East Troy, Wisconsin. He was only 35. So he accomplished that much by age 35.
Yeah, but think of Hendrix. Of how much he's done. He died. at what?
27.
Yeah.
He's part of the 27.
So yeah,
Who else is in the 27 club?
there's a Wikipedia on it.
That's true.
I'm just curious. I'll look at it later.
I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a lot.
Kurt Cobain is one of the main ones on it.
Yeah. What's
wonder-
her?
I wonder
It's
what
a
Da-
pretty hefty list.
I wonder what
actually.
Dave Grohl thinks about that.
Probably bummed. I mean,
I mean, you shot him, right?
oh, jeez.
I wanted to see if you guys would come with me on that one.
Nope, not going there on that one.
Y'all can't
December
see me,
31st,
but-
the 19th annual the New Year's Rockin' Eve aired on ABC. Appearances by the Beach Boys, Belle Biv DeVoe, the
That show is poison.
the Kentucky Headhunters, Nelson, the OJs, and Sweet
The
Sensation.
OJs. Man, they killed it.
Oh, jeez.
Good lord, man. Who are you tonight?
Pun Master Flex over here.
So let's talk about the top 5 songs in the charts of that year. Let's see if
Do
you
it.
knew it, know it, or hate it. It Must Have Been Love,
But it's over now.
Roxette.
I'd probably know if I heard it.
It's all that you wanted.
Like, you don't know that, like, just from saying the name?
Mm-mm.
Surprise. Quick, let's
I
play
can't
it real
play it.
fast.
Rob, sing it.
I'm not doing that. I've actually
Andrew, sing
exhausted
it.
all the lyrics that I remember.
It Must Have Been Love.
I like how you asked what it was, like you were going to.
You weren't going to no matter what song it
Yeah, I
was.
mean,
It must have been love, but it's over now. It could have been love.
It must have been love,
We found it.
but it's
somewhere.
over
Or it
now.
could have been found, but we lost it somehow. Something like
Okay.
Come
it's
on.
a cheesy 90s love ballad.
When you read it, when you say it slower than she actually sings it, then it sounds weird.
have
Listen.
been love.
I
Yeah, see, it sounds
putting a
weird.
little Shatner spin on it.
It must have been love.
But it's over now.
over now.
Beam me up.
Roxanne. So, this has been told to Eric a few times.
No.
You can't touch this.
Da-na-na-na.
Nobody.
Not by Rob.
So I laid the hammer down on that one. The MC hammer, that is. So obviously we all know that song. It's 1990. I don't have any feelings for it, to be honest.
I kind of just like the pants more.
Yeah, the pants are sweet.
Yeah.
Number 3. Ice Ice Baby.
You mean Queen?
Queen, yeah, Thief.
You know what's hilarious about that? I'm going to go ahead and embarrass myself here for a minute. Growing up, I'd never heard Under Pressure by Queen.
Oh.
And so, you know how we make fun of kids now who are all like, Paul
I
McCartney
don't-
should be
I don't
glad
like-
Justin Bieber's going to make him famous now.
I don't like Rage Against the Machine. They sound too much like Audio Slave.
Also that.
They do, that's so weird.
But I had that moment.
Somebody
as a
literally
kid.
said that to me word for word.
I was humming that song, and my stepdad was like, I didn't know you knew that song. And I'm like, yeah, dude, everybody knows that song. And we're not talking about the same song. And so he's like, when did you start listening to Queen? I'm like, who the fuck is Queen?
How old were you when you said this? Who the
9.
fuck is Queen?
Who the fuck is Queen?
I just like that too. I looked right up at him and stroked the beard.
Strokey.
No, but I did.
You had a
like-
beard at 9?
Yes.
That's weird. It's really weird. So, I want everyone for number 2. Who the fuck is Queen? Jesus. Go home, you're drunk. Number 2, everyone, strike a pose. Andrea?
Is there nothing to it?
Nobody? Strike a pose? That's the hint.
That sounds familiar.
Madonna?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Vogue.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yep.
I can never remember the name of the song, but you better believe I remember the music video.
You know a music video I remembered? Stacy's mom.
Mm.
She had it going on.
She did. She's all I ever want, and I've waited for so long.
Did you make her waffles?
Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know it may be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom.
Kate said I was born with a beard.
You know, that makes sense.
He came out and scratched at the
Okay.
line.
Oh, no,
Okay,
no.
we're done on that one.
What?
We're
Wait,
moving
was
on
it-
to scratching.
Hold on, no, I'm gonna wreck it right now. Does that mean the clan was bearded for a different reason?
Pulled all the hair.
Copyright strike.
Because Eric was singing.
I wasn't singing, I was speaking lyrics.
Calm down, Bill.
There's no audio.
So the top one, since
What?
since we're
There's
talking,
no audio.
the top song. What do you think? Obviously, one of the highlight was O'Connor.
Beat it.
What's her big song?
Oh,
Sinead O'Connor?
I didn't even know
oh,
she was a
nothing
musician.
compares to you.
Nothing compares to you. No, you don't know that one either.
I didn't listen to Sinead O'Connor.
What?
Literally
Oh my god.
Alright.
never
I was
heard.
4 years old.
Get out of
I'm
my
sorry
house.
you were 16 at the time.
I was 5,
Whoa.
bro. and
15? Got it.
You've heard that song. Nothing compares to you by
Sing
Sinead
it. How's it go?
O'Connor. I'm not singing it.
Yeah, I totally heard it.
I'm not that indignant.
I'm so sad that you've never heard that song.
I've
So-
never heard anything by her.
Yes, you have. It was a huge hit.
Was it?
You're not going to play it right now because we're going to get a poppy right strike?
Was it
Poppy right.
Vanilla Ice or the New
We're-
Kids on the Block? Then I didn't
Poopy
hear it.
right strikes.
Well, I heard they had a couple of hits.
Oh, jeez, we're done here. All these albums have been named albums of the year for hits in the charts. Depeche Mode, Violator, Pixies, Bossa Nova, Megadeth, Rust in Peace, Jane's Addiction, Ritual de lo Habitual. Don't know that name. No, I'm not saying it. Ride Nowhere, Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet, Happy Mondays, Pills and Thrills and Belly Aches, Sonic Youth, Goo, and The Laws. Some significant births in 1990. Again, we're going to do the same thing we did with film. This is going to make you feel...
Births?
Births. This is going to make you feel weird in your
Birds.
pants. February 3rd, 1990. Sean de Kingston.
Oh, music births.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I thought we did all the births before, but that was just movies. I didn't realize we were just doing movies before.
I try to keep it similar.
Okay.
So in music, Sean Kingston.
Sean Napal.
No, not the same.
That's not the same guy.
That one's Sean Paul.
Oh,
Sean DePaul is Sean Paul.
not Busta
Sean
Rhymes.
de Kingston is Sean Kingston. Busta
Sean-
Rhymes
Shonda?
is Busta Kingston.
Shonda Kingston.
Busta Paul. April 22nd, Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay.
Wait, what are you, Kevin? What?
Who to what?
Oh, is that just delayed? Is
Yeah, because
that
I
was
asked,
your
I was
guess?
like, what the
Okay,
copyright
yeah,
strike
yeah.
was. So.
As soon as I asked, I was like, oh wait, because you asked, and it must have just been late.
June 7th,
The end of the road. Sorry.
Iggy Azalea.
Azalea?
Azalea?
Iggy
That's
Azalea?
Sinead
Sure.
O'Connor. I'm just
I don't know how to say
finding
it. I'm not hip with the lingo.
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy.
Iggy Azaroff.
What was the one you asked before we started? Reunification. How do you say that?
Yeah, how do you say reunification? I can say that word.
Reunicorn.
July 28th,
Ooh, 2 days
Soulja
after.
Boy. As Amanda would say, play that Soulja Boy, tell him. Not your Amanda.
No, I know.
That'd be really weird.
How would you know what my girlfriend says?
Well, this is going to get really awkward.
Did you?
Oh, Kevin
No.
wasn't even guessing. He was quoting Deadpool.
Oh. Okay. Good movie. I have to rewatch it before the
Yeah.
new one comes out.
Agreedo.
August 21st. I like this guy. I think he's hilarious. Bo Burnham.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sucks that he quit comedy.
Really? He quit comedy?
Again.
Why?
He quit once.
He had a thing where he was like, I'm
12.
done.
How did he-
Yeah.
He's not 12. He was born in 1990. That would make him 28.
Yeah. His most recent
Wait, when was he born
special.
in
He'd
1990?
be 27.
Thank you.
August something.
Technically, he'd be like 27 in some months.
Listen, I have to
Listen,
hold on to,
motherfucker.
I have to hold on to that technicality because I'm old as shit. The
Did
longer
you
I
see-
can stay young, the happier I am.
Did you
about
see his
it.
most recent special on Netflix?
Maybe.
The one where he does like
wasn't
the
what,
Kanye
was it?
West. No,
That was the
it was
second
called
last
it was
one?
called Happy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
This is when he does like the Kanye West bit at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of him saying bye
Yeah.
from comedy.
He's funny. I like his stuff.
He's really funny.
He's talented.
I hope he'll come back.
I'm sure he
I
will.
hope so too, but
Money brings
I'm not
people
putting
back.
I'm not putting my money into it.
You will when he comes back.
But I'm not going to until then.
So December 28th, David Articulation. Archuleta.
Arquette?
Archuleta. The dude from American Idol. How do you say his name? Archuleta?
Oh.
I don't know.
Archuleta? Aren't you...
Spell it.
Archuleta. Archuleta.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
He's American Idol. Runner-up. You know him. He had some
Oh,
songs.
white
already.
guy.
He had some songs.
Right?
He did some,
He did
some
things.
stuff.
He was born that year, so maybe he was born this way.
He was whoa.
So let's talk about some things that were in the charts
Archuleta.
to close this out here.
Oh, I don't.
So we'll go week by week, so you get a feel for what was popular.
A feel.
So the year started off with the hit that everyone was just, yeah,
Mbop.
bopping it. Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise.
That's a good song, though.
When did In the Air Tonight come out? 80s?
80s. Yeah.
Okay. That you
Phil
can
Collins
move
in the
on.
air tonight.
Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo.
Everybody knows that song.
Hang
I
on.
can feel it.
So, Michael Bolton, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You?
I know that one.
Yeah, I know you want to sing it right now really bad. I can tell.
Wow, super 80s.
How do I live
See?
In the Air Tonight was released in 1981.
Oh wow. So
Real.
January 81.
Yikes.
9 years prior.
So we then went on for the hit that took over the charts. Paula Abdul with Opposites Attract.
Oh, with the cat.
Yeah.
Kevin says Infinity War is getting 86 from critics.
Stop. No Infinity War
Wow.
stuff. Get out of
Come
here.
on. Yeah, for real.
Dude.
I'm come on now to both of those. The fact that the 86 and the shut the hell up.
Who cares what the freaking critics say? Everyone's wrong.
Everyone's wrong.
Except for us.
Which means it's 14%. Sorry.
Janet Jackson
It's
then
always the
had
inverse.
Escapade.
I don't know if I know
I
that song.
don't remember that one.
You know that one.
I mean, I'm sure
Anyway,
I've
you
heard
know
it.
What?
Escapade.
Yeah.
You know.
I've
This
heard it.
this is
probably
one
know.
that I've rocked out to in the car with Andrew, and I like this one. Alana Miles, Black Velvet.
You know what song
Everybody knows
by
Black
Janet
Velvet.
Jackson
You
that
know
I
Black
rock out to?
Velvet? Oh man.
Song
wait.
that I rock out to
Yeah,
from
no, I know
Janet
that.
Janet Jackson.
I definitely know that.
I can't remember the name of it. It's like, all the girls at the party, look at that body, shaking that thing, looking at it. Yeah, oh, God, I love that song. Got a nice package, all right.
Listen,
Guess I'm gonna
Kevin.
have to write it tonight.
Yep.
Deadpool
Yikes.
2 is only getting a 64.
69. Everything.
Kevin said, all right, fuck y'all then, bye, Felicia's.
I know, that's why I said that.
Yeah, get out of here with the Infinity War shit. Everything gets 69.
Yeah. And then
Fits by
then
me.
we 70 it.
Deadpool 2 is getting an 86.
So if it's, I was gonna say 86, then it's out there. I give it just picking up what you're putting down. Okay. So we got some Taylor Dane, "Love Will Lead You Back"
What are these?
songs, like
were charted.
the chart toppers.
Billboards.
Okay. For some reason, I thought we were still on birthdays, and I got confused.
This song was born that year.
Tommy Page, "I'll Be Your Everything."
This is one way to put it, though.
O'Connor, because I don't want to butcher the first name anymore, because I get it wrong every time. "Nothing Compares to You."
Sinead O'Connor.
Sinini.
Sinead.
Madonna, "Vogue."
That is how I pronounced it the first time I read
Wilson Phillips, "Hold On."
Oh,
God.
wow, nice.
Roxette, "It Must Have Been Love."
No, can we just dwell on Wilson Phillips for a minute?
Yeah, we can.
If you sing,
No.
if Rob sings.
I'm not doing that
Yes.
either.
All right. June, we're entering the.
Alright, done.
Whoa. New
Someday
Kids on the Block.
Somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye.
The Incotib?
New Kids on the Block. Nick Cotton.
Nakata.
Step by Step.
Oh, baby.
Day by day.
Glenn I can't, whatever. Featuring Bobby Brown, "She Ain't Worth It." Mariah Carey, "Vision of Love."
I don't remember
Sweet
that
Sensation, "If Wishes Came True." John Bon Jovi, "Blaze of Glory."
DJ.
but no,
Wilson
it's-
Phillips, "Release Me." Nelson, I Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection. Maxi Priest, "Close to You." George Michael, "Praying for Time." He didn't pray hard enough.
Mm-mm.
What? It happens to us all.
Does.
Jeez, drugs, man. James Ingram, "I Don't Have the Heart." Janet Jackson, "Black Cat." Vanilla Ice, "Ice Ice Baby." Mariah Carey, "Love Takes Time." Whitney Houston, "I'm Your Baby Tonight."
Yeah, you
Stevie B, "Because I Love You."
Stevie BB.
The Postman song.
are. The Postman.
And that closed out the year in music for 1990. And that ultimately closes out the content that I have on my outline for the year 1990.
It's a good year.
Overall, what are your takeaways? What really influenced you out of all these things we talked about from 1990? Like, what
My
do you
brain
still
was
have?
still growing.
You're still growing. What do you have the most fondest memory of?
Oh, Fox Kids.
Fox
All the
Kids?
Fox Kids,
stuff,
yeah.
unquestionably.
Because, you're young watching cartoons. Your parents just plop you in front of the old CRT.
Here, Eric, shut up. And it worked. Look at him now.
Stop making dick forts,
Dick Forts.
I,
Who was the WWF champion in 1990? It was probably Sergeant Slaughter or Hulk Hogan. Someone look that
Are
up.
you Googling it? Are you Googlering it? The Google machine.
Or the Sheik.
list of WWE champions.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart?
Bret Hart. I don't know why I said Kevin Hart.
I don't.
1990? No, that would have been around WrestleMania 5 or 6, and then with the
Andre the Giant.
it was Hogan or
Wow.
Slaughter.
Starting April 2nd, 1989, it was Hulk Hogan. And then beginning April 1st, Did I say 89 the first time? I meant 89. And then beginning April 1st, 1990, it was the Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
Winning it at WrestleMania
So
6.
Hogan and then Warrior.
Yeah, it was
And
the
then,
transition. That was the Vegas one, right?
Toronto.
I was trying 4 and 5 or Vegas.
Atlantic City.
Not Vegas, but the Trump Tower. Or Trump Casino, whatever it was. Because he was in attendance.
Yeah, Randy Savage beat Ted DiBiase for it at WrestleMania 4.
And this
Hulk
episode makes me
Hogan
want to
won.
go watch Tiny Toons.
For me, the biggest takeaways from 1990 that I still have fond memories of is the original Turtles movie and Super Mario 3.
Mine was definitely like Fox Kids and Tiny Toons.
I mean, I enjoyed those, but like the lasting impact. Like, I'm not wanting to go back and watch Tiny Toon Adventures.
You
Like right
should.
now. I should, but I'm like, that's not like, I want to go play Mario 3.
I want to
Like,
go
that's
watch
not fun.
Tiny Toon Adventures.
And I want to go watch Ninja Turtles.
I want to go watch Tiny Toon Adventures.
You have a kid. You have an excuse to watch these things.
Yeah.
It's the stuff we grew up on.
You should
Yeah, but
start
he watches
AJ
Daddy Finger over and over again.
No, you put on
Fix
Tiny Toon
that.
Adventures and the Spider-Man TV show and X-Men from the 90s.
Well, X-Men might be a little premature.
He doesn't know what they're saying. X-Men makes me want to
X
watch.
gonna give it to you.
X-Men makes me want to watch the X-Men cartoon.
Yeah.
X-Men cartoon's great.
It was super good, except for the last season. The last season was trash.
When did they introduce the Avengers?
X-Men the Animated Series had nothing to do with it. Fox sold it off to another animation studio, so the animators changed, half the voice cast changed, the plot went out the window.
Well, they had the Avengers in it.
I don't think we're thinking of the same show, because it ends with...
Don't forget to share
Professor X.
our stream. We need 8 more subs. Just so you know. I'm just
Yeah,
staring
no,
at the
It
number.
ends with Professor X, like, fucking off to space and Magneto leading the X-Men.
I don't think you fucked off on a kid's show.
Is this all this stuff is from the 90s?
Yeah.
Or 1990?
90s.
So this is all 90s.
Yeah,
Yes, not specifically
I made this overlay to be reused, basically.
Cool.
for this whole series.
Yeah, because I didn't want to keep
Man,
making
I can't wait till we get to Hey Arnold and Rocco.
I know, right?
Rocco's Modern Life.
Did you know that the first... I'll actually tell that story for when we talk about it.
What does it say? Save it for that episode, because it makes people want to come back, maybe.
It does.
So let us know in the comments. Give us some feedback what you thought about this, because we want to make it ultimately into a series of episodes. I want to eventually go to the year 1999. So 9
I
more
kind of want to get
episodes.
into the 2000s too, because that's when I peaked in my like high school.
And if this
stuff.
series does well, I think we truly should.
Yeah.
I think we should keep going, because the good culture still exists even to this day. It's just
The
sometimes
good
you have to
culture
dig.
is honestly what you want it to be.
Yeah.
In reality.
So let us know if we missed anything. Let us know what you want to see in future episodes, because we're going to try to cover.
Give us
Every
some
year.
thoughts on what you think should be in the 91 episode.
Yeah, that'll be not our next episode, but it'll be an
Couple
upcoming
down the
one.
road.
Yeah.
It'll be the next one in this series of
Yeah.
all the good culture.
Gives you time to
So.
think and Google.
But final thoughts on 1990? Anything that we left off?
No, I'm definitely gonna fucking rock Wilson Phillips when I get out of here.
I feel like
I feel like you should
1990.
rock Sinead O'Connor since you don't know what it
No, Wilson Phillips.
That's
You can't
you don't
rock
want to be
Sinead
a part of
O'Connor.
this. Be over there.
is. Sorry.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
mean,
This is a taco burrito chimichanga conversation. Nachos.
1990 started a lot of stuff, and it's kind of weird to think about in that context because it began the decade, but it also began a whole truckload of stuff that was hugely relevant in our formative years for a lot of us, myself especially for sure. You know, so it's weird looking when I was looking over the outline for this episode. I was like, man, I didn't realize that was 1990. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's also though I felt this was a great starting point for this, because I was like, do we do the 80s? Do we start like the year I was born, like in the middle of the decade? Like I felt that was weird. I felt the most relevant thing for most people to kind of do is like, I love the 90s. Like that's a thing that people enjoy. It's pop culture. It was a good starting point for this. Will we ever go back and do the 80s? Maybe.
I feel like we should at the very least go back and do the end of the 80s
Mhm.
because there's a lot of stuff that we lightly brushed on in this episode.
Move it, football head.
I can't believe I made that head like that. No one is surprised.
No on is surprised.
Oh, you're right. I fucked it up.
What was that supposed to be about?
Because you put up that thing that said you had to pee.
Oh, that's really rude. You know how I feel about it. Yet I just made it public.
I know. That's why I thought it would be okay.
Eat a big old bag of booty butts, booty babies.
Wow.
I'm gonna go play God of War.
Wow. I'm going to go home and go to bed because I have to work tomorrow.
Because the
What's that?
dosage is on
What's that
Thursdays
like working
now.
on a Friday?
So let us know what you think of the new schedule too. We're going forward with Thursday night weekly dosage. Tomorrow, join us for a special episode of a bonus weekly dosage while we ride to a movie theater. It sounds so unappealing on paper.
So we're essentially going to talk about Marvel movies, talk about how what our favorites are, what we think is going to happen in Infinity War. No spoilers, obviously. We're going to do a special episode on the way to the movie screening from our mobile, just so you guys can.
Swear to God, if any of you people post in chat spoilers because you've already seen it tonight or tomorrow before we go, you are forever banned from our channel after we get our YouTube
Not even kidding.
URL. After we get our URL. Then you're banned.
No spoilers.
I am going social media dark until tomorrow night.
I feel like we should just put that in the stream title too. No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. It's a spoiler free. So please be respectful of everyone out there. Don't spoil it. Don't be an ass clown. That sucks for everyone.
Hold it in. Wait for somebody to bring it. Ask somebody if you've seen it.
God damn it, Raven. He spoiled it.
Wow.
Wow.
Why are we even going now?
I'm done.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. But this has been...
And I come back to that.
This has been All the Good Culture 1990, brought to you by Dose of Nerd Acumen. I am Gravity Well.
I'm Eric the Dead.
And I have been Locksteady.
So please subscribe, please like and follow our stuff, share it, and we will see you tomorrow, but we will see you next time. So
Catch
thanks
ya
for
on the
tuning
flip
in.
side.
See you guys.